Hey, are we going?
We're rolling.
We're rolling. Excellent. Hi, Renee. It's Azeem from PeerIndex here. We're sitting at Loic's fantastic conference, LeWeb, and
In the Blogger Lounge.
in the Blogger Lounge, which is now really clean.
Yahoo sponsored. There you go. They even have it on the ceiling, folks. Okay.
Okay. So
Back to demo time.
back to demo time, and I just wanted to show you the new PeerIndex, which is a new platform release we did a couple of days ago. We are helping people to understand the social and reputation capital they've built online, and we do this by looking at their social signals on platforms like Twitter and Facebook and soon some other platforms. Let me show you one profile of my friend Paul Kadrowski. What we tell you first of all is that Paul has a PeerIndex score of 83, and this is a really, really high score. I mean, the top score is 100, a few dozen people have scores in the 90s. And Paul is pretty close to
And
that.
you said only a couple dozen?
A couple of dozen, yeah.
At 100?
No, nobody at 100 yet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
No one's perfect.
nobody is perfect, but you know, people like Kevin Rose and Robert Scoble, who've built substantial followings and expertise, you know, they've got high scores. So Paul is one of these people, and what I wanted to show you is what his profile looks like. So we have this score of 83. For every one of the users who we've indexed, it's about 7 million. We have this thing called the topic fingerprint, and I'll blow it up for you. It shows you 8 standard topics that are very broad, like business, arts, media and entertainment, technology, science, healthcare, health and medical, lifestyle, sports, news and politics, and current affairs. And so someone like Paul, who's very active, has got a really strong profile across a lot of these areas. But at a snapshot, you can look at anybody and you can figure out what are they interested in, what do they care about, and what aren't they interested in. But this is very broad.
And where they're influential.
And where they're influential, right, importantly. This is very broad, the topic fingerprint. So what we let people do is drill down into much more detailed topics. And in Paul's case, these topics are finance, economics, venture capital, private equity, and financial economics. Now, if you know Paul, he is an economist, he's a finance commentator, he's a Kaufman Fellow who just did a study on venture capital. So this is a good reflection of him. And we give you some more data on this. So the data we give you is, the blue bar shows you how frequently Paul talks about these topics. So he is relative to the Twitter population, he talks about finance 30 times more frequently, and he talks about venture capital 24 times more frequently than the average person on Twitter. But it's not just about how much people talk, it's also about how much other people listen. So on every one of Paul's topics, we calculate a resonance score from 1 to 100. The higher the resonance score, the more likely you will resonate with people, the more likely they will listen to what you have to say.
And how are you saying that this differs to Clout's approach to the same scoring process?
So I think, you know, Clout is very strong on identifying what I'd characterize as celebrity. So it is about a top-down worldview of your ability to get a lot of people to gather around you. Whereas what we start to do is we start to say, where has somebody got thought leadership? Where have they got expertise? Even if it's just expertise amongst their friends. And where have they started to build a reputation for themselves? And then we tally up all of those pockets, and it might be food, blogging, global travel. It might be venture capital, extreme skiing, and skateboarding. But every person is different, and everybody has this niche expertise that does not translate to other areas. And it's very, very important, I think, to get that for any application, right? For any real score of somebody.
So it's more about individual branding that's matched to an area of expertise, so that you can really drill down at a more micro level, if you like.
Yeah, I mean, it is about understanding the personal brand and understanding how your brand is developing, and is it developing in the right areas, and is your score overall, your overall PeerIndex going up? But perhaps more interestingly, are you being recognized in the areas that matter to you? In the areas of, you know, venture capital or JavaScript development, because that's what matters to you. And I think, again, the focus that we have is, let's get that right, because then adding all of those individual areas of expertise and focus to give you a global view is actually quite easy. What's much harder is if you just have a global view and then you're trying to figure out.
Right. It's more relevant and
I
it's
think
more
it's
directly
more
targeted.
Yeah, for certain types of applications, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And is this the latest version that we're looking at now?
Yeah, this is the latest version. We're on the LeWeb Wi-Fi, so it's a bit slow. And you know what it does is, as I said, show you the topics. We've got some fun features. We let you drill down into topics. So if you take a topic like venture capital, which is here, I can drill down, and we'll show you other people who know about venture capital. And what we tell you is, we know 32,000 people who talk about venture capital. In our beta, we'll just show you a random selection of 5. So
I see. You can't go beyond.
You can't go beyond. You can reload and find 5. There's this guy called Mike Arrington who apparently knows about venture capital.
A little bit.
A little bit. And what we'd love to do, we'd love people to tell us who they know in this area. So it'll be great
that they respect and
if they respect, right? So particularly for topics we don't know much about. I know, for example, we don't know anything about cheese at the moment, and yet I know there are people who are cheese experts. So if you know any cheese experts,
I do actually.
Right. So invite them onto PeerIndex. We can start to index the world of cheese, and we've got something sensible to say about who resonates on cheese.
Okay, and it's obviously a free tool today.
It's free tools for, I mean, this certainly what we're showing will be free and remain free, and access to your profile, including importantly hiding your profile from the world, which we think is a really important thing, will remain free. And actually we have some fun new services coming out in the new year, which I think people will enjoy.
Cool. Okay, and we can go to peerindex.com.
Actually, we can't go to peerindex.com today.
.net.
.net. Peerindex.net or pi.mu.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.